Many of us have come to acknowledge the importance and power of maintaining a healthy state of mind. Maintaining or protecting your energy becomes just a buzzword if we are not intentional about what we consume, what we eat, the books we read, the type of music we listen to, and how we breathe. On today's episode, we follow the journey of a beautiful young man called Emihle, and as always, with our beautiful, amazing experts, Dudu, Diata, Vish, and Chantal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heal Ed. Lamige bizo ngingutsulufelo wagwamaselo.
My name is Emihle Cwabe. I was born in Queenstown, Eastern Cape. Home is at Katkokumu though. I moved to Joburg when I was 2 years old, so I'm basically a Josie boy, and I've been growing up here ever since. On this journey, my values, first of all, my passions. I like writing. I enjoy any type of sport. I'm an athlete. I like to gym a lot. I focus a lot on my physical, not so much on my mental, and that's why I'm here on this journey, just to improve my mental space, grow mentally, spiritually, and find discipline and value in who I am, like a lot of self-love for myself as well. I feel like I've been giving a lot away to people and not so much pouring back into myself, and this is one of the steps I want to take forward.
I'm Chantal. I operate here from Woodlands Healing Spa in the Cradle of Humankind. I do all sorts of things here. I work very much with people and their stories and the energy that surrounds their stories, because very often if we can work in that space, we're actually able to get down and get into the nitty-gritty of their stuff and be able to help them shed what they no longer need. It takes a while. We do the coaching and the mentoring and the guidance, and then we do the body and the energy work, which would be the Reiki, the bars, sound, and the balancing. He's going to walk out to a different person. That's the bottom line. But very eager, very keen, and I think he can experience quite a lovely shift. He's definitely keen. It's lovely to have you here. I'm very excited for the things that have going to be in store for you as we go through the day. I do all sorts of different things. So my job really is to work with your story and the energy around your story, which includes your physical, your mental, your emotional stuff. When we're not feeling great, very often that is held in our energy field, and that's where I come in. I'm able to help you balance your energy field so that when you are in integrity with your entire form and your entire field, it comes right down to the physical, mental, and emotional part. So, How did you arrive here today? How are you? What is your story, and why are you here? What are you hoping for today?
I'm hoping that I get a chance to relieve my mind mostly.
Okay.
Even though there's a bit of tension in my body, I feel like most of the tension is in my mind. I tend to overthink a lot.
Okay.
And
it's exhausting.
It is. It gets very tiring at times, especially when I'm in my own space by myself. I don't think I'm someone who's comfortable being alone, and that's where most of the tension happens.
There's a saying, the most dangerous place to go alone is to your mind, because very often you believe what it tells you. And your mind's job is to kind of show you what you're thinking is correct. So I'm very big on what you focus on grows. So if you're in that space and you're on your own and you're in your head and you're freaking out essentially, that is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to end up being a big crisis. So what's really awesome about what we're going to get a chance to do today is I'll be able to teach you tools so that when you recognize you're getting into that space, you can go, hold on a sec. I'm in the driver's seat here. I'm going to take the reins and I'm going to shift my space, focus on something else so that can grow, and it'll enable you then to go into a better place mentally. Do you stress about the same stuff, or do you find you fret about pretty much everything?
I stress about a lot of things. Varsity, sports, I play sports, so that is something that's on my mind as well, trying to make it to the top and working my ranks up. Relationships with people, my family, and how I keep my relationships with them, my friends. I tend to be a people pleaser a lot of the times. And so I like to do things for people, but I do think I tend to forget what I actually want and for myself, what I...
So you don't honor yourself first.
Yeah.
It's more from a place of probably accepted easier. People prefer me or accept me if I'm the guy that keeps everybody happy.
Yeah, I'm always trying to fit around people's spaces, making sure everyone's comfortable. It's again, when I get into my own space and I feel like I'm overthinking, there's times where it will get to a point where I reach a block and I just have to open up to myself and do things more for me. Sometimes it can be vices.
So I get into my head a lot, and I know I'm an overthinker. I have a lot of vices that I tend to escape to, and one of those vices can be sleeping. Like, I sleep a lot.
We all have vices. So when you're very stressed out or you feel like you're overwhelmed and you need to just check out, what is it that you do? What do you find that you naturally gravitate to?
Besides, specifically vices, it'll be your typicals like smoking or drinking.
Escapism.
Yeah, trying to escape a lot. Sleeping too a lot. Like I tend to do that a lot, even when I'm not tired. I find that it's like a real life skip button almost.
Look, that's a natural thing to do, especially when you don't know what you could do to top up your energy, because it sounds to me like you're depleted and you're feeling low in your energy. So, that's a heaviness. What do you want to do when you're heavy? You want to go and lie down and have a rest. So I think one of the things that you could possibly start doing is checking in the mornings, checking in with yourself. So go, wake up, splash your face, have a little bit of water, and then go and do what I would call a kriya, which is a morning session, checking into yourself, a little bit of meditation. I say ordering your day. Do you see how you're getting in the driver's seat?
Yeah,
right from the morning. Right from the morning.
Oh, the sounds are beautiful. The sounds I'm hearing are the tingling, the tingling sounds, like the little metals hitting against each other. I like when she hit the barrels, the little scoopers. My favorite sound is the rainy, I don't know what she called it, but the rainy thing. It sounded like water. It sounded like water falling on me, but not really falling on me because there's no wetness. But it was really nice. It was peaceful.
Mentally, it feels like I'm in control.
Yeah.
Having the day planned out, or rather pictured before, because sometimes I feel like also just take in whatever comes my way when I don't have a plan, and tend to do things aimlessly.
Look, very often a good thing to do is to write a little list. I try not to call it a to-do list because that sounds like you got to do this. I call it I get to. It's an I get to list. This is what I get to do in my day today. Because procrastination, I mean, it can be debilitating because then your to-do list instead of your I get to list ends up becoming overwhelming. And then you always feel like you're falling behind and you're never quite going as far forward as you should. At the end of the day, what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be clearing a lot of those old habits and that sticky stuff that no longer serves you. We're going to work on your energy field and help all those potholes. Such an apt word in South Africa at the moment, but we're going to fill up those potholes and we're going to get that energy back to where it should be, because you can feel certain things do feel depleted, and sometimes that's just, for example, if it's around your energy center that gives us that power and that will. If you're feeling a little low in that, you're going to feel lethargic. You're not going to have that boom to get up and go. And it's something as simple as just balancing that area so that you feel like you've got more grit.
So when you wake up in the morning, you want to visualize your day.
Absolutely everything is made up of energy and it vibrates at its own frequency.
All I can say is you're missing out. I see beautiful people.
Welcome back from the ad break. Right now, we continue our journey learning about how to manage stress, anxiety, and whatever else that you are struggling with. Check it out.
And it's easy. I mean, people think because we can't see it, it doesn't exist. So once you start looking out of yourself and out of just this physical stuff, it's magical. You can really do so much. Okay. Also with your headspace, think about it. If we could see the pictures like in a cartoon, when your head's feeling like that, I mean, there'd be a big dark cloud over it and maybe some zapping lightning bolts or whatever. And that's literally how it feels. It feels like you've got this heaviness. But if you understand your energy system, you can say, right, I know what I need to do to clear that stuff out. Or, you know, sometimes it's easy as taking a certain color.
My understanding of energy systems is my mood, how I feel when I wake up, how I feel when people are around me.
We can't see a mood, but we can feel a mood. And that's exactly what energy is. Absolutely everything is made up of energy and it vibrates at its own frequency. So the feeling of joy and love is a very high vibration. And how do you feel? You vibrate and you feel high. You literally feel high. But if you're feeling fearful or angry, you feel that heaviness, that tension, that tautness in your body. It's a very low vibration. What do you feel you need more of in your life? And what do you feel you want less of in your life? We've spoken now about your morning routines and grounding the stuff and working in your moments, all of that. But what is it that you find you would like to bring more into your life? And then, of course, what you want less of.
I'll start with what I want less of. I want less stress, but to be more specific, less keeping things to myself, less feeling that stress on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, because it feels unfair almost, and that's where I feel like resentment builds. I feel like I'm always feeling things on my own, even though there's people around me. I get into a habit of
Keeping
not.
it yourself,
It becomes almost second nature. The minute I feel an emotion or something negative, and sometimes it can be even a happy thought. You know, it's like, okay, I felt it, but I don't want to share it, and I'm just going to keep it to myself, and then that becomes even more sad, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to express myself anymore because I don't even know how to. Like I haven't put that into practice.
Yeah.
And then what I want more of is probably the opposite of that. I want to be able to open up more to people comfortably. I don't want to feel like I've opened up and expressed myself and it's not reciprocated.
Yeah, understand. Yeah. And nobody likes to feel vulnerable or anything like that. I think your friend first, though, is going to be your journaling.
Yeah, writing them down.
I think that's a really important thing because then you're not being judged. You are somehow releasing that and you're expressing that. And I think that's maybe writing is might be easier for you first. That might be a first step. Because it's a lot easier than working with the etheric stuff where you can't see it. I mean, I can tell you your stories, but you know, as soon as I'm finished with my words, it's gone. It's back in the ether.
Okay.
Bringing things down and actually writing. If you look after that piece of paper, it can be here in 1,000 years, 100 years, whatever. So bringing it out and into the physical world by writing it might become an easier way for you to actually start communicating like that.
I think journaling will offload what is in my mind and help me move forward with my thoughts, just be more comfortable with whatever I feel inside.
And again, you don't see that sleepy, lethargic time in your ordering of the day, okay? You see, you can fit in a nap fine, but not, you know, you're adding in the things that you want. You're ordering what you want, like at a restaurant. You get what I'm saying? Exciting stuff.
It is, it's beautiful.
Okay. We're also going to do some body and energy work. So I look forward to that next section.
Okay.
Okay.
Lovely.
Ready. Okay, so we've had our chat, got a bit of an idea as to where you're at and what you're looking at. Now, what we have here is a rainbow of frequencies. There's just so much energetically going on here. Just because you can't see it doesn't exist, right? So in each of these oils, for example, I spoke to you about your rainbow in your body, your chakra system. Each of these oils resonate with a particular energy center. So we are now going to lie you down here, and whatever it is that you need, we're going to bring into your energy field to get you nicely in balance, bubble you up, and send you on your way for your next adventure.
I'm ready.
Feels good.
I'm
Okay.
ready for it.
Good. Let's do that. Lie down, head there, and this goes
My
on
legs
your
are worse.
knees. Yeah.
I see beautiful people.
So many. So much beauty.
Mm.
And this works well, hey? I think we must order some of these. You look very relaxed.
Like, I just want to move with this thing. Whatever we're doing, just take me with
Okay,
it.
next. Yoga. I can't see you doing yoga. That could be a bit of a cheat. Passive yoga. Okay. Can you feel the tension in your neck is eased? And your shoulders? Yeah.
My spine
Yeah?
feels loose.
Yeah. Good. And remember, you worked on your brain, but that energy goes right to the end of your feet. And that it's moving all the time.
Mm.
So yes, you are an electrical circuit. My job is done. I'm out. Drop the mic. I'm glad you're feeling good. Basically, I would say that if you could take a bit of time in the morning to get into that quiet meditative state, dip into yourself first before the outside world, and order your day like it's a movie running in your head. Right from the moment that you get up, right to the end moments where you lie down with your head on the pillow with a gentle smile on your face after a very satisfactory day, and order all those moments in between. Even if you feel they are difficult situations you're going to be in, you put out there your best possible outcome as you would like it to see. So it's very much about setting intentions for the day and taking the reins, getting into the driver's seat, and you consciously driving your life and your day. If you can do that every day, then life can certainly be beautiful, because we'd always order our best possible desired outcomes.
On last week's episode, we were here with Zolelo. Let's catch up with him and see how he's doing.
So it's day 9 of my journey. Must say the beginning was very difficult, having to let go of meat and stuff, but I think it's become much easier. It almost feels like routine. But I won't lie, there are days where I wake up in the morning and I'm like, do I really need to do yoga? Do I really? But then I remind myself of the importance and the reason why I started this journey in the first place. And I must say the yoga sessions in the morning, the meditating, the breathing exercises are very calming, because in most cases where before I would find myself in a situation where I am maybe disgruntled or offended or sad for whatever reason, I believe that I do have the tools now to conquer that and make a better situation out of it, and also change my perspective on why I'm feeling the way I feel. I think it's very important for individuals to actually think about why they feel the way they feel, and that will help them make the situation better, or make themselves feel better and move forward from that, and not hold a grudge or hold on to things that aren't really that important, So I must say it's day 9. I'm enjoying it. It is difficult though, I won't lie, because that table's top. Guys, I tried it today again. Still didn't succeed, but I believe by day 21, I'm gonna have it. So I think, my energies are up. I'm feeling a lot lighter, a lot happier, a lot more rejuvenated, and a lot more ready for the day ahead. So it's good.
I find that I was more open here, actually.
Yoga is something that I think everybody should be doing.
You're missing out if you're not having one of these sessions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me be the captain in this boat.
I like Vish's beard. Just makes him seem very wise.
Welcome back from the break. If you know someone who needs our assistance, remember, all our contact details for all our experts will be displayed on screen. Right now, let's continue our journey with Emihle.
Today we're releasing tension. So we're releasing tension on the shoulders, we're releasing tension on the hip area. Main reason being, as human beings, we tend to hold a lot of emotions, and we hold our emotions on the hip area. So we're going to be releasing that and just letting things go. So we're going to be breathing a lot, breathing all that is good, and just releasing all that is unwanted. It's going to be beautiful.
Now I'm at a more relaxed state in my mind, so I'm prepared for this yoga session. I'm getting a bit excited for actually what's about to happen. And when the sun, the trees are blooming, I can see the flowers, the color of the sun, and I'm absorbing everything. I'm absorbing the energy of the birds singing, the insects, and it's just a beautiful feeling.
Hi. How are you doing?
Welcome. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Welcome to my yoga class. Do you do any art?
Emihle.
So what do you do on your daily life?
Daily life is mostly varsity.
Yes.
I used to be a personal trainer, but I stopped that just to focus on my degree.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. But then that as good as that is, it can be a lot, right?
Yeah, it's very stressful, yeah.
A lot of stress as well. Yeah. Okay, so have you practiced yoga? Have you ever done yoga before?
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
I follow like YouTube tutorials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I started getting into it, just to find a day in or a time in my day to ground myself.
Yes, to just feel at peace.
Yeah.
To just feel at peace.
Precisely.
That's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to be feeling at peace. We're going to relax. But here's the thing: yoga is quite invigorating as well. So there's a lot of breathing in yoga, and we breathe with the belief of inhaling all that is good and exhaling all that is unwanted. So when we breathe today, make sure that you are breathing consciously. Think about everything that you want, everything that is good. You breathe it in, and everything that you don't want in your life, you just let it go with the breath. So we're going to be holding different poses. We call them by name, but you don't have to worry about that. Okay. I guarantee you'll be feeling absolutely fantastic after the session. And yoga is something that I think everybody should be doing, because we need that balance. Everybody does, between mind, body, and soul. You need that balance, and that's exactly what yoga does. So when I say breathe, don't be stingy with oxygen. Fill up your lungs, because when you fill up your lungs, it makes the practice a little bit easier, because there's a lot of stretching going on. And when you oxygenate your body, you become a little bit flexible. So we're going to have fun. So let's go ahead and just come to our knees.
Okay.
We're going to come to our knees, just on our knees here. On our knees here. So just like this, you can pull yourself up a little bit. So yeah, I want you to just roll side to side, and you just want to let go. You just want to let go. You just tap the side of your body, side to side. And we're coming back to center. Let's go ahead and have our first breath of the practice. I want you to deep in, very, very deep. So bring your arms all the way up with a deep inhale. Bring your hands together right above your head. We exhale towards the heart. Exhale.
I feel less tight, like I'm loose. I'm more loose.
Yes.
Especially my lower limbs.
Yes. Yeah.
I've got like with my joints specifically, my knees, my pelvis.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can take on a sprint, right?
Yeah, run a marathon.
Yeah, take
That's
me
how
to
it
the
feels.
Olympics. Take me now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you feel invigorated.
Yeah, I feel good.
That's fantastic. And everyone who feels invigorated do well in whatever, whether you're studying or you work in construction or whatever. If you feel invigorated, I mean, you will go the extra mile. You'll do well. So that's good.
I like it very much. It's I can feel the stress almost leave my body.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Yeah, okay. Wonderful.
Thank you for the
so
session.
much.
Yeah,
thank you.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Dudu's energy was really great. She had a calming voice, and it feels really good it's quite hard to get some of the moves down, but I'm handling it well. I think I am handling it well.
So today I want to talk about visualization, and I just want people to use it as a tool to put them in a better mood. So visualization is just working with visuals in your mind to put you in a better emotional state. You can practice this in the morning when you wake up. You can also practice this at night before you go to bed. So when you wake up in the morning, you want to visualize your day, how you want your day to turn out, whether you are having meetings or you're going to places or whatever it is that you're doing. You want to visualize it first, as how you want it to turn out. And of course, at night, when you retire, before you fall asleep, you want to just go through your day and just visualize how you would have wanted things to turn out. I find this really, really healing. It puts you in a better state of mind. It can really change your emotions, and you go to bed feeling better. And when you go to bed feeling better, you are more than 100% to wake up feeling much happier, much lighter. So visualization is a tool that you can use on a daily basis.
So, Emihle, you just did your yoga session. How do you feel?
As I said before, I feel like more loose. I feel like I can take on the world. I feel, look, I felt like a Madala because there's some moves that I couldn't hold for a while. It was a lot of pains.
Yes.
And
yes.
yeah, I feel much better now. I just feel refreshed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you do it again? What are the benefits for you, Mokabanga, right now? What do you benefit from doing something like that?
Feeling more grounded. Like I said before with her, why I started yoga is to find a time in my day where I can ground myself. And that's exactly what it does. It brings me back to earth.
What would you say is the difference between the first time you went into a journey like this and this one that you are doing today?
Different people bring different energies, So my previous healing journeys were by myself mostly, I haven't tried anything. Well, I've seen a psychologist before, but it's kind of also, like I said, they bring different things. So we sit and we talk about whatever. I find that I was more open here, actually.
What causes you to be more open here? Is it the way we are doing things, or what causes that space to open up a little bit more inside?
We've been about the show since when? Maybe 3 weeks ago or last week when we shot our first episode. It was opening up to the people. I really credit this whole experience to the people first of all, because it's how they connect with you. Okay, it's how you connect. The more you realize that people are like rooting for you, or showing you, guiding you along the way, you feel more comfortable in whatever that it is that you're doing. I also love the location, fam. The location is a beautiful place. I haven't had an experience like this. Even my yoga sessions, it's just there by my room.
Yes.
It's different having it outside, the clouds, the sun, the trees, it's a different area. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. Well, we are not done with you yet, so please stick around, and you stick around. We'll be back just after the break.
So Imithle is a very bright young man. Yeah, 100%. I mean, we have 3 more sessions like this and you're going to take my job, right?
There's a special breathing technique that you can do when you are sort of tired at home. It's called Bastrika, or bellows breathing.
I feel like I'm floating. I'm on air right now.
I love to hear that. Float away, honey. Welcome back from the break. Njenganje sirakela phambili with learning how to manage stress, anxiety, and whatever else that you may be struggling with. Let's go into our next session.
So Imithle is a very bright young man, and he's got a lot of energy and a lot of potential. I see what he's stepping in. In my 20s, I too used to be very involved in having a nocturnal existence, a nightlife and that. And I started to see, I'm 42 years of age now, I started to see how that started having a negative impact in my life. Okay, so one of the things I'd like to share, and I'm going to take Imithle to a process of readjusting his natural biorhythms. That's basically what it comes to. Him coming back into alignment with nature, following a circadian rhythm. In Ayurveda, we call this dinacharya. Okay, it's a Sanskrit word. Okay, it means following a daily routine. Okay, so I'll give him something very basic, and I'll give a tip for our viewers as well, how you can follow a daily routine. Okay.
Meeting Vish for the first time is really peaceful. Like, I can hear in his voice that he's speaking and he knows what he's talking about. I like Vish's beard. It makes him seem very wise.
Mishle, welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Vishalan. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How's Mishle doing, if I can ask in general?
Right now, he's doing great.
Okay.
Possibly the best that he's ever done
Okay.
or is feeling today.
So you're here because you want to embark on an Ayurvedic journey, okay? I've journeyed ahead of you a few steps, okay? I'm still, like I said, on my process as well. But whatever I've learned, I can share with you, yeah? So I see you've taken some time to fill out this questionnaire.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you. What I usually do with my clients is I just try to get a general sense of where they are at, what's going on. And then with some knowledge in Ayurveda, we see how we can apply some of the tools that Ayurveda has to help you in your healing journey. Okay. How did you find the questionnaire?
It was introspective.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I circled what was best fit for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I learned. I mean, sometimes I feel like you think you know yourself until you read some things that describe who you are.
Okay. As an Ayurvedic therapist, then one gets more insight into the individual and what's going on in their lives. Yeah. So our body can tell a lot about inner workings or personality or state of being. Okay. So in Ayurveda, there's 3 basic types of humors, body humors we have. Okay. So one is called Vata, the other is Pitta, and the other is Kapha. Okay.
As he speaks about my elements, I have elements in me. Pitta, I'm a Pitta, if I got that right. And Vata, Vata is like my very weak or less element in me. And yeah, he's mentioning a lot of characteristics that I relate to.
Okay. So when you look at these 3 types of body humors, it can say a lot about who we are as a person. Okay. So an individual is not usually one specific type, we're a combination, but one of these will predominate.
Like, are they all? Everyone has a different elements.
Yeah, it's so interesting because you said to me, you didn't ask even, you even said it's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
And like, I'm interested in hearing your thoughts about that because I think you're onto something there. Yeah.
With I don't know, because it seems like you're explaining someone if Vata sounds like someone who's always on the move, who can't relax, which sounds like it's something I wouldn't want for myself, you know.
Right.
But it may be needed in some cases where you need to actually put in the work.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we have 3 more sessions like this and you're going to take my job, right? Because that's exactly it. So if you look at the seasons even, you'll find that it's necessary to have autumn, right? It keeps things moving. So these imbalances are necessary in nature. Otherwise, if everything is equal or the same, there's just stagnancy, there's just death. So in life, you need an ebb and flow. You need some imbalance to move, and then at times another, you can have troughs and peaks, you can have hills and valleys, good times and bad times, and then you're going to have different seasons. This is what keeps the juiciness and the spiciness in life. The secret in Ayurveda is how do we navigate through these seasons? How do you navigate? Now sitting, knowing the recipe, right? Knowing what Ayurveda talks about life from its first principles, from the tenets, from the basic principles. If you understand that you have a specific disposition, then you give a lot of tolerance for yourself, knowing, hey, this is my makeup, this is how I am. I accept it. It's not bad, it's not good or anything, just how it is. Then how do I work with myself in order to bring the required result? That's the importance of it, right? So that's the take home here. So do you have any body pains currently, any inflammation in the body? Do you feel any pains in specific areas or anything like that?
Yes, in my shoulders mostly.
Yeah.
If it's talking about muscle pain in my
front
legs.
delts or your front delts?
Right, so it feels like it's in the front. It feels like a joint actually.
Oh, okay.
And it's like it's a pain. Mostly when I sleep, when I wake up, when I'm training it in the gym or on the field, taking contact.
Okay.
It does tend to get painful. Just doing any movement, moving it, just getting it up like that gets very sore.
So you're doing like lateral raises for your shoulders and stuff?
Yeah, something like yesterday. How did you know?
I used to volleyball back in the day.
Yeah, literally yesterday I was doing the lateral raises.
Yeah.
And mostly on my right shoulder.
Yeah.
Left's not so much. But,
Okay.
But it does give me problems.
Okay, we are going to do some treatments with you today, right? To soften that up, okay? Ayurveda, again, it's holistic. So we use a combination of treatments. We'll be using diet, lifestyle, as we're discussing. Again, your lifestyle is really, it's not rocket science, it's not out of this world.
Yeah.
If you look outside at the nature, it's actually screaming at us, telling us to put the lights off and go to bed, right?
Vish is telling me about how to be in sync with your day, and even the birds go to sleep at a certain time, wake up at a certain time. There's a nature to this thing. So I want to learn more about that and open up my mind to setting times on when to sleep and when to wake up.
So all I'm asking from you, Emisha, in the next 40 days is you trust me. Let me be the captain in this boat, in this journey. We'll take you along with, and let's see how the journey goes.
I'm ready. I'm ready for all of it.
Awesome. Okay.
Lovely.
Okay.
So I just heard some great news about a physical ailment you used to have.
Yeah, it was. It's to explain it. It feels unreal. You know what I mean? I had I couldn't even. Usually when I apply myself, moisturize myself, it's hard to reach the back.
Yeah.
But really, it's completely. It feels like it wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Vish do to you? I want to understand. What did you feel?
What did you call it? Where is he? You put some herbs. It was some hot herbs on me. Rubbed it on with violet, and all I can say is you're missing out.
Yeah.
You're missing out if you're not having one of these sessions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're having a great time and you'd like to continue.
My body feels light. It feels refreshed. I feel like I'm floating. I'm on air right now.
I love to hear that. Float away, honey.
For Emisha's treatment, he mentioned that he was having some shoulder pain. So there's usually some inflammation that is there. And in Ayurveda, we have a very good treatment for muscular pains in the joints, in the cartilage, etc. And it's been done for thousands of years. So this treatment, it's called PPS, or Patra, Pinda, Sweda. It's a Sanskrit word. Patra means leaves, Pinda means a bolus, and Sweda means to sweat. So these are leaves that are very analgesic in nature. It helps to relieve pain and inflammation, so anti-inflammatory. So what we do is we combine these leaves with some herbs and some spices. We put that together with some oils, and we start to apply that onto the body. What it does, because it's hot in nature, we warm the bolus up first. It causes some sweating. So the pores open up, the sweating starts to happen. What that does, the nature of the herbs or the medicine, it's bitter in nature. It's got a dual nature. It's bitter in nature, but also it's nourishing. Okay, there's some nourishing properties in some of the oils and some of the leaves that are there. So when you eat something bitter, you do this, yeah. So in the same way, when something bitter goes on the cells do the same thing. So they squeeze. Okay, so if there's any toxins that are sitting in the area, it's getting squeezed out. Okay, and by virtue of you perspiring or sweating, your pores are opening up, and all of those toxins are coming out. At the same time, the oils are going in and they're nourishing the cells. Okay, so it's a very good treatment to relieve pain and inflammation in one's body. So this is what we're doing with Emisha for that. Yeah.
Time for another quick ad break, and when we come back, we're joined by one of our other experts, Ninga Indao.
So what I plan for Emisha is that I'm going to give him a light yoga sequence that he can do at home. It's called the Padma Sadhana.
I'm learning a new yoga term, a Padma Sadhana with Yata.
And because we got you, we make sure that there's something to assist you in your journey.
I'm going to name it Tulufa.
Yeah! Welcome back from the ad break. Right now, we continue our journey learning about how to manage stress, anxiety, and whatever else that you are struggling with. check it out.
So what I plan for Emihle is probably he's in a very relaxed state and he's already done yoga and that more intense yoga. I'm gonna give him a light yoga sequence that he can do at home. It's called the Padmasana. A very, very powerful sequence that allows different parts of your body and different energy fields in your body to be aligned. And I'll also teach him some breathing techniques, and we'll also experiment with sound and the power of sound and how sound can really bring you in. Yes, that's what I'll be doing with Emihle. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm in the clouds.
You in the clouds?
I'm with the clouds. I'm within. I'm really feeling good.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Hey, so how was the sessions with Chantel and
The sessions, I keep on saying they're amazing. They're unreal. It's almost, I'm lost for words. To get words to explain it is just, it discredits the artwork, the craft, the beauty of it. So, it's amazing. I feel like everyone should go through this kind of feeling in their lives. Like it's necessary for you to just be in touch with yourself, your soul. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm in tune with my soul a little bit.
So what we are gonna do now is some yoga stretches.
Okay.
You've already done yoga, right?
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
done more intense yoga, right? So this one is a more lighter version
Okay.
that you can still also do at home, right? It's much easier to remember as well.
Okay.
And we'll follow from here with some breathing techniques as well. So all of these things now is out of this wonderful experience, how do you take some of these things home and be able to apply them practically at home in the morning when you wake up, in the evening when the sun sets,
Okay.
But also not to say if you've missed those periods, you can't do it. You can do it also in any other schedule that you find as well. So now we'll do what we call Padma Sadhana.
Padma Sadhana.
Padma Sadhana.
Padma Sadhana.
Sadhana, yes. Yes.
I'm learning a new yoga term, a Padma Sadhana with Yata. I feel like it's more physical than the session I had with Dudu. I'm getting deeper into these stretches that are just testing my joints.
So Padma is lotus flower.
Okay.
Yes, that's the Sanskrit language. It's a very ancient language, over 5,000 years old. It's a language that a lot of yoga ideas and principles have been written. So it's very powerful. It has a lot of lexicon that it carries. And that's why we use it as yoga practitioners as well, so that you also just appreciate the depth and the history and the ancientness of the practice. So Padma is flower, or lotus flower, and Sadhana is wealth. So the true wealth of life. And that is wealth from within, the happiness from within. So sadhana is any practice that you do that allows you to go within. Whether you are praying or you spend time in nature, good quality friends, or you're doing a practice like this, it's part of sadhana. It's a process that allows you to go within. So we can just sit and cross.
Face you. You'll be my lead. I'll
Yeah.
listen to everything you say.
I'll be your lead. So when you do these, what's important is stability and comfort. So sometimes you're not so stable in the move, and sometimes discomfort. So what we look for the most is stability and pleasure in that steady state. And what helps you that stability and pleasure in the steady state is your breath. So you always just focus on your breath as we are doing the processes.
But my session with Yata is very peaceful to the point where I knock out. It was peaceful, it was tranquil. I am lost in the moment for a few seconds. I just have to retract and come back.
It's a special breathing technique that you can do when you are sort of tired at home. It's called Bastrika, or bellows breathing. So that Bastrika just creates a lot of energy in the body, brings a lot of fire, and just revives all the energy cells of the body. And that's what Bastrika does. And after Basuga, you really feel more energetic. It's forceful breath in and forceful breath out, but not too much that they cause, irritation and sinuses, but just enough so that they clear sinuses. There's a lot of stress that comes because you're not open in your nostrils, not breathing properly, and this technique helps a lot with that.
Sisahlezi kamnandi eWoodland Spa noEmihle. We saw a lot of miracles today. Sabukela umuntu getting healed right in front of our eyes. Take me through your day.
I felt at peace, I felt tranquil, all those beautiful things. I felt one with everything, Definitely hands down the best day I've ever had in my life. I'm getting very comfortable with the people around me, with myself, first of all. Right, so like, people think that, even myself, like that high feeling, which I felt today, you're not always going to be there. Okay, it's not something that you're constantly in all the time. That's not what you're aiming for. I think it's to remind you that everything is going to be okay. You know what I mean? That you're still here. You know what I mean? The world is a crazy place. And sometimes you just need to leave it for however long you want to spend time in that space, in that tranquil space and peace. But always come back. You know what I mean? Because you need it to tackle whatever problems and obstacles that come here in this world. That's what I think keeps you sane, in a way.
And because we got you, we make sure that there's something to assist you in your journey. What are we naming him or her?
I'm going to name it Tulufelo. I look forward to taking care of Tulufelo, my plant.
I love it.
Thank you so much. I have had a really great day. I've had a really reflective, introspective day. I'm at a different level mentally, physically. I just feel like I can take on the world, and I've never felt so at peace. Like, I've never felt so inspired to do more with my time, with my body, with my mind, and diarizing my experience. Best homework I've gotten so far. It's beautiful. I am lost for words for the experience that I've had, and I hope to grow and appreciate this moment.
You can definitely be part of the action by making sure that you record at least 2 acts of kindness per week and share them with us on #HealEd. Siyathokoza ukuthi nihlanganyele nathi namhlanje on another amazing episode with another amazing guest. Make sure you join us for the next episode as we float away into peaceful joy.